my testicles hurt really bad.
Really?
And my neck got big. And
Did your testicles get big?
no, they just hurt. Telling everyone, this is after I got the mumps, they were like, so apparently someone from Alabama brought it back to the school and spread it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm patient zero.
Man, that's
You're that
wild.
bad?
But
That's goiter
but on
head.
both sides.
That kind of just looks like me slightly. Like if you took that down a little bit, that would look like me. Got MRSA in high school.
What the is that?
What's MRSA?
Like back in the day, people would die from it all the time.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, yeah, they died from diarrhea back in the day.
it's true.
Did they?
It's true.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have made it past age 1.
I mean, it was public news. I mean, I got swine flu.
Ooh,
I
Yeah.
almost spit took that. Swine, ew.
that's a rare
These
like,
are
collector's
disgusting.
item.
You guys are gross.
Yeah, I'm an animal, dude.
I am black tar. It is like
So your body's not even like taking.
it's not even real.
What's the last weird thing somebody had stuck inside them?
You guys,
Whoa.
you guys look so cute right now. I got Liam and goddamn Angus here from
camera.
Friday Beers. Look at these
Hello.
two young bucks. You're just gonna look over there the whole time. How are we?
Good. How are you?
Great.
Good. You guys are so funny. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, well, I did your podcast and it was hilarious.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sea Glass Man, very
Yes,
funny.
yeah.
It's so stupid.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Stupidest
about that
fucking
one.
character I've
It's
seen in
the
my life.
dumbest thing.
It's the dumbest thing in the world, but it was so fucking funny. I was like, I'm pissed. I didn't think of a character on it.
No.
I
that's
should have thought
fine.
of something. I'm like, I would have come prepared
Next time.
next time.
Yeah, next time.
And I filmed stuff with you. Is it bad? Is that why you guys are putting it out?
No. One of them turned out good. The other, there was one that wasn't. That
Okay,
didn't
okay.
work.
One didn't make
We
any
need to
sense,
send
but that
you-
was our
Okay.
fault. And
Okay.
then we need to.
We'll send
actually-
you the other one. It's
Okay,
edited.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was like,
The
was it not
janitor
funny?
one.
Janitor was funny? Okay.
No, the one we came up with wasn't funny. The one you brought was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, janitor was funny.
Janitor was
okay,
funny.
Okay. Was the gaping asshole one too much?
Yeah, it was.
I was like, that one's probably a little much. It was.
It was so funny in the room. And we were
It
watching,
was
like,
Yeah,
funny.
you're
this is
watching.
for normal people.
No.
That's
yeah,
the
you
worst.
Guys, yeah.
When you film something and you're all laughing and you go to look at the edit and you're like really excited to see how it turns out, and then the video kind of just ends and you're like, oh, that was.
It's also you guys, your clientele, like you're not posting stuff that's super fucking raunchy.
Not really.
No, like
For
you're.
the most part. What's the raunchiest thing we've ever made? I don't know. It's us making out in a corner.
Yeah, just
Slobbering.
kissing. I don't think. Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't really do raunchy.
You don't, and then that was disgusting.
It was graphic. But the
It was-
janitor one was raunchy and that was funny.
Yeah, but
Raunchy,
it wasn't
poop
too.
raunchy.
Yeah, poop raunchy.
Yeah,
it wasn't
raunchy.
like yeah.
Poop raunchy's chill.
Yeah.
You can do poop raunchy. Sometimes you get to the layer of gaping asshole, which I believe I was saying several times.
You painted an image.
Yeah, I paint.
That would be hard to ignore.
Very.
And then I beat you up badly. I was like, yeah, this probably seems.
That was fun though.
put a baseball
Yeah.
bat inside him.
Yeah. No, it got a little much. But I was like, okay. I'm like, want to make sure I didn't bomb. You're like, yeah, let's do a podcast. She sucks. I just filmed a bunch of shit this weekend in Vegas, and it was a lot. It's a lot to do content. How much do you guys film a week?
We're supposed to do 4 or 5.
5 a week. We used to do way more. But
At one point
then
we did. Yeah, we did like 13 one time, and that
A
was
week.
too much.
It's too much. Yeah. You just have like people tell you like, we know this works at like ESPN. They post 90 times a day on TikTok. That's an
No.
extreme
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
and we're
yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we don't do that.
It's also, do you ever get like, do you feel like you go in lulls with coming up with material?
Oh my God.
I'm in a valley right now.
Have you looked at our page the last 2 months? It's the worst shit ever.
I've been the most
No.
uninspired I've ever been in my life for like 3
feel
months.
so-
straight.
But it's hard also because you're doing stand up too. So it's like
Yeah.
you're writing stand up and sketch. And it's also, I go through moods where I'm like really, that's why I keep doing the same, like, oh, let's do me falling for a long time again. Cause I'm like, this is stupid. And I'm like, I can't, it's hard to keep thinking of fucking stuff. And stuff that's relatable enough for people to like. Cause otherwise, the stuff I find funny never does well.
I get that.
It's really upsetting. Like anytime I post something, I'm like, this is hilarious. It eats shit.
Yeah.
But it's the best. That's the best feeling is when you have something that you think is really funny and it's weird and you're like, nah, it's gonna fucking bomb, and then it does really well, and you say, I did
But that happens so infrequently, I find.
Yeah.
Because any stand-up club, I'm like, this is the one. And then I get like 2 views. I'm like, well, now I'm deleting it. Now I'm pissed.
That one clip of you on Reddit exploded.
Oh, that was
I opened Reddit and you were
crazy.
like the #1 post.
Yeah, that was
cool.
fucked.
That was
That
cool.
was that heckler video.
hilarious. I've
It's-
never seen anything like that.
No, I don't think, because Brad Williams described it the best. It's like porn for comedians. Because I literally was like, I was so fucking mad. I was so pissed off. So the clip was like, if you haven't watched the fucking clip, it was like this guy like telling me to move on when he had nothing to do with the conversation, and I wasn't even being rude to the two people.
It was so uncomfortable.
It was his tone.
Yeah.
And then as I looked over, I was like, huh? And his face looked at me going, like dismissing.
You
He
can see the
literally did
hand.
this.
Did
Move
this.
on. We threw this thing. Move on.
Move
Like
on.
you were a puppet for it.
Yes.
I'm the guy running this.
He had nothing to do with the sponsors. He knew the host of the show. So that's all it was. And here's the thing. I never really drink at the store because I'm driving, but my buddy was in town, so I'm like, I'm gonna have a couple sips. So I was pretty lit up. So after he told me to move on, I got really pissed off, and then I waited outside the bathroom for him. I was so mad. I was like, I will beat this man. No, I was gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I was so pissed off. I'm like, how dare you talk to me like that? Who the fuck is the host? Tells me he's a comedian. I'm like, he's a comedian. Oh okay. So I'm like fucking pissed off, and then I'm pacing, can't find him, and then right at the end of the show, I see him walk back into the front patio. I go, oh really? And the tequila just kicked in. So I go to the host. I'm like, can I go back on? And he's like, oh yeah, big time. So that's how the whole thing happened.
It's awesome.
It was crazy. Yeah, I've never been on Reddit. It's my first time ever posting on Reddit.
Oh, you posted that on? Yeah, I mean,
Good move, yeah.
God, exploded.
I got like 15K followers from that. It was it was crazy. That was like my biggest jump probably.
How was that guy a comic?
I'll tell you what, if he's listening, he won't be doing shows in Los Angeles because if I ever see his photo on a poster, guess what I'm gonna send? Hey, FYI, this is the guy who booked. He apparently comes to the store a lot too. I'm like,
Not
I
anymore.
could have him banned if I really wanted to.
Should
I?
You should
Piece
just
of shit
dangle
for
it
no reason.
over him now.
I should dangle it. Remember when you treated him like shit for no reason? It's funny because the video, it was a lot of straight white men so mad at me. And then everybody else was like, this girl's the best. Because there's no jokes. But there isn't really a joke. The joke is that I come back on. That's the fucking joke, you idiot. Anyways, so you guys have body things. We should get into them.
Yes.
You're excited. You're excited about them.
Okay, I had some crazy ones in college.
Okay.
Okay, I'll start with in junior year of college, I got the mumps.
No.
Mumps.
I'm not kidding. I was fully vaccinated too, like for the mumps.
Mumps.
And I remember, like, I literally felt this is like before COVID, no one ever wore masks. So like I had to wear a mask to go to the doctor, and everyone looked at me like a freak. Like now it's normal, but like everyone, like I looked like I don't even know, but I had like the fully swollen neck, and I had to walk in, and everyone turned and looked at me. And honestly, I wore the mask just to like hide my identity. I didn't even, because I didn't want to be the guy with
You wore a
mumps.
mask on the mumps.
Yeah, and I was like the first guy, I think, at the school that people knew got it. So everyone thought that I brought it to college, and other people started getting it.
Here are my tour dates. Please come see me. If you like my comedy, follow me, subscribe to my YouTube, and keep following along the Steph Infection. Follow Steph Infection podcast. Anyways, here are my tour dates. Oklahoma City, February 8th and 9th, and then I'll be in, for fuck's sakes, I'll be in Oklahoma City, February 8th to 10th. Then I'll be in Grand Rapids, Michigan at Dr. Grin's, February 15th to 17th. Then I'm doing, I don't think it's announced yet, but if you're listening to my podcast, February 21st, I will be in Vancouver doing my new show, Filth, at the Vancouver Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. Then I'll be right in Rochester after that, the 22nd, 24th. Then I'll be in New Brunswick, New Jersey for my birthday, March 7th to 9th. Come to that. My boyfriend's also doing a set. LOL, better be funny. And then I'll be in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Please come see me in Canada, March 14th to 16th. That's it for now. Follow my Instagram. Bye.
And I had just gone on vacation.
Wait, did other people get it?
Yeah, other people got it. My roommate got it. One of my roommate's girlfriends got it. It spread. It was so gross.
Real quick, explain the mumps for
Yeah,
those,
because I don't even think I know. You don't know mumps.
I know, like, I think
Okay.
you got
I don't
mumps.
think so.
I actually don't
Yeah.
remember, but all I know is that my testicles hurt really bad.
Really?
And my neck got big. And
Did your testicles get big?
no, they just hurt.
So that was the first sign? That's weird.
Yeah.
It was weird. And
I might have the mumps.
I actually don't remember. Can we do
I think I also have the mumps.
Can we do a Google on it?
No, we'll have to do a phone. Yeah.
It's a viral infection that affects the salivary glands, and that's
Salivary glands.
preventable by vaccine.
So you had the vaccine. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got the vaccine.
Yeah. How, so you went on vacation and so you got the mumps?
Okay, so I went on vacation to Alabama, like to a lake house, and I came back, and I remember they were telling everyone, this is after I got the mumps, they were like, so apparently someone from Alabama brought it back to the school and spread it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm patient 0. And then like 2 weeks later, I was talking to the doctor and I was like, asking him about it, and they were like, no, it was someone else from Alabama. So it was just like the craziest coincidence. I thought that I had brought it from like a hick town where like no one had the vaccine, and like brought it to TCU and spread
And how
it
do you
everywhere.
get the mumps? Like, is it like,
I genuinely don't know. I
were you
think it's
smooching out there?
no.
Were you rubbing balls together? The old testicle
We're
rub?
rubbing testicles together.
Yeah.
And
As one does.
And everyone asked me every time, like, so you just like didn't get the vaccine? And I was like, no, I got the vaccine.
And I just fucking, so could you swallow? Like, what happens when you have mumps? Just like lumpy and...
It's just like, you just feel like Frankenstein.
Okay.
Like, I just felt like a balloon. I don't even know how to describe it. Oof. It was bizarre.
And then how long do you have it for?
I think it was like 2 weeks.
That's long.
Yeah, it was bad. And like,
Up for a while.
we had a whole trip planned the weekend, and like I couldn't go, and all my friends still went, even though we lived together, and
They
I
fully have
definitely
mumps.
exposed them to
Yeah.
the mumps.
Ew,
And,
it passes airborne then it must. If you're just,
it's very
you look at them
contagious.
and then you get them. That's it.
They pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should look at some photos. It's pretty bad.
Fuck.
I want to see mumps now. Now I need to see mumps. I've never looked at mumps.
It literally looks like, it's like I had like a goiter. It was
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Mumps. Here we go.
You know what I'm talking about?
Ew. Why did they show me that photo? The inside of the photo is weird. It is not showing me mumps. Oh, it's with children. Children get mumps more?
Children get mumps more.
Were you like this? This guy's got bad mumps.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
You're that
fucked.
bad?
but on
That's
both-
goiter
but on
head.
both sides.
That kind of just looks like me slightly. Like if you took that down a little bit, that would look like me.
Oh, that's fucked.
Dude, I remember someone that I would assume that I was where they got the mumps from. Like they were cleared to come back to class, but they still had the enlarged thing, and I was like, I would have just stayed home for weeks until that went away.
Yeah. You don't want to be walking around with mumps.
But I felt like a pariah. When I came back to class, I remember I came back to one of my finance classes.
Big break.
Yeah, big
Wow.
brain.
You're really using that now, huh?
Yeah, so much.
Yeah.
But I was in finance class, and the kids sitting in front of me go like, "Did you guys get the email?" "No, what happened?" "Dude, someone in our class got the mumps." And the other guy's like, "No way. Okay, wait. Who wasn't here last week?" And I was sitting there like this, and they're like, "Okay, let's find it out." And people would walk in, they go, "He was there last week." And at one point I was just like, guys, it was me. It was me. And they turn around, they're like, "Oh, cool." And it was actually the most uncomfortable moment of my life. Like I actually was treated like a leper. It was insane.
Oh my God.
I had the same thing happen to me.
Mumps?
Mumps?
No, just being treated like a leper.
What'd
Why?
you
What
have?
happened?
I got MRSA in high school.
What the fuck is that?
What's
Yeah.
MRSA? Well, you guys, the M boys over here.
Yeah.
MRSA and mumps.
That sounds
What the
like,
fuck's MRSA?
like the Spanish flu or something.
What is it? It's like a
It's a virus.
yeah
Staph infection.
It's like
Here we
it's
go.
yeah. It started as a staph infection, and then when I just didn't get it treated because I didn't know what it was.
So how'd you get that? Open wound?
I got it from, I think I cut my arm during a football game, and then was just like from just being in the lockers with all the dirty shit. I got a staph infection like right here on my arm.
How do you spell it?
MRSA, I think.
Yeah.
And so my arm just started getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Like
And I think I was a junior in high school, playing JV as a junior, classic.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Was it like that?
No. It wasn't. It was just
Okay,
like.
let me see. How bad is it?
It was
there's
more like
some-
that.
Ooh, I don't like it. Don't like it. I don't like it.
Is it this arm? Do I still have the scar from it? Yeah, I think like this was it. I
So
think
you're getting bigger. Is it like pussing and fuck? Because
No, but it's just this purple dot, and my arm is swelling up. So I think maybe I,
that?
like
Looks
that,
like a
like that,
nipple.
like exactly
It
like
does
that.
look like a nipple.
And it's just getting huge. So I thought it was a bruise. I was like, oh, I must have fucked up my arm somehow. So I'm wrapping my arm up to go to this JV football game, and I just remember being like, this is starting to like get tingly, and this is not what I think it is.
God.
So I went to the doctor, and then my other friend in the football team had a staph infection on his knee, and we were together for 2 weeks so that we just were giving it back and forth. And
That's
they
nasty.
put him on, like some super like steroid for it.
Yeah.
But they just kept giving me antibiotics, which didn't fucking work. So it got so big, and when it turned into MRSA, it's crazy, infectious, and if you don't treat it, it can go to your heart and kill you pretty fast.
Yeah, and it's right in your arms. You're right there.
You can die.
Yeah.
You can die pretty fast from it. Like back in the day, people would die from it all the time.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, yeah, they died from diarrhea back in the day.
it's true.
Did they?
It's true.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have made it past age 1.
Yeah, same.
Oh no.
But
so yeah, okay.
They sent an email to the whole school.
No.
With your name, face.
Everything.
address.
I think it was on the news that someone had contracted
No.
MRSA at the high school.
Were you patient 0?
I was patient 0, but I thought this shit was so funny. Like when it made the news, I was so happy, and because everyone already knew it was me, because I'd been
Okay.
walking around with a huge arm for 2 weeks, being like, "What the fuck is this?" to everyone, and then
Oh my God.
I would walk around the school. My buddy Evan would see me and be like, "It's the kid with MRSA! Run! Ew, ew, ew! It's the kid with MRSA!" And I would laugh. And I remember one of the teachers was like, "Do you want me to tell someone about what he's yelling in the hallways?" I was like, "No,
He's
I
like,
don't
no,
care."
I have MRSA. He's not wrong.
But then, yeah, I think it cost the school around $15,000 to clean all of the classrooms I had been in the football locker room. Fun story. I end up working for the company that cleaned the school for $15,000. So when I showed up and got the job, they were like, "Oh yeah, we had a great contract with your high school." I was like, "That was fucking me."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're like, that's how you got the job. You're like, yeah, I can give you guys a lot of work.
Yeah.
I have MRSA and I'll smear it around any public place, and then we can just go fucking clean it.
But people would
Wow.
avoid me. They would walk not a joke, would turn around when they saw me.
So how long did you have MRSA for then?
They got rid of it. The second I found out I had it, I was contagious for like 5 more days and it was gone because they just put me on a steroid and I was fine.
So it was just like an open wound.
Essentially, yeah. They popped it.
Watch it pop.
They wouldn't let me because they were like, "You're gonna pass out." It was that much shit.
Because is that why your arm was so big? It was like
My
your
arm
whole
was
arm?
huge.
So that's all the plastic pushes.
No.
And I remember
Boston cream donut.
way
Ew.
bigger. And I remember being like,
It's like 17 eclairs. Oh my God.
and I could feel them like pushing it out, and I couldn't believe that it was still going. Because like once you started doing it, I could feel
Did
where
it kind of feel good though?
yeah, it felt awesome.
Oh yeah, the release. So you never thought that even to do yourself at home, like would it give you some release? Because it was so tight. How are you sleeping with
Well,
that?
I don't think I could necessarily like they scalpeled my arm. Like they did like a little X and then like a Capri Sun just squirted. Yeah,
Squirt it out. Did you see like after how much came out?
Mm-hmm. I saw what I had made.
How many?
It was fucked.
What I made?
I have chills right now.
How much? We talking? Put it in a
Cereal
size.
bowl.
Like this much?
Yeah,
I actually almost gagged her there. A cereal.
I know.
If
I know.
Like Cheerios in it.
It's disgusting.
That must feel really.
Yeah, you must have.
Yeah,
that's
it felt great, and my arm was finally a normal size again. But
That's all it was the whole time. It was just-
And then the funny thing is like even after I wasn't contagious, I accidentally they didn't give me stitches, but they probably should have because that was still bleeding after a while. And so I went to a high school football game that Friday or whatever, and I'm on the bus there, and I forgot my cleats. So I was like, "Oh fuck, I don't have cleats." So I
They're
asked.
letting you play?
I guess. And I didn't even play
Jesus.
that much, so it was like fine. But then we blew this team out, so I got in. I hit my elbow, and I bled all over myself and all over this poor kid's cleats.
Oh my
And he just
God.
picked up his cleats and threw them in the trash after.
Did he know you had?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone did.
Everyone
Is that
did.
what your nickname in high school was, MRSA Man?
They probably for a while. Yeah. That and gay
That's
bitch.
nasty.
My God, ew. And then how long does it finally to heal?
Not like a week. It was gone.
Okay.
But it was public news. Everyone was talking about it.
Can you get that footage? Did anyone record it?
Fuck, I really should have, but it was on the local news.
That's so funny.
It was
if you could
so
find that, that'd
yeah.
be
I bet
funny.
we could find it.
Oh,
That's
my
crazy.
God. Ew.
Dude, you're saying people like avoided you. I had the same thing when I came home. I felt like I was getting out of like jail, and all my friends were there to greet me, and I would like go to dap people up, and they wouldn't, and they'd be like, you get it, right? And no one would touch me, and it's just,
That's fucked up.
It's just a really hard time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it must have been
It's just really
high
hard.
school.
It's really hard for me. Junior in college.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot.
College, bad.
High school, bad also.
Yeah.
College,
Yeah.
college, this worse.
Dude, public high school?
No, public high school, I think his might be worse.
In
Public
public high school in Massachusetts, where you're on the news for having a disease.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
because
no.
high school's more, the bullies are worse, I think, than college.
Yeah, no, especially his school. I've heard some.
There were some mean fellas, but they were funny as fuck. I'll give it to them. They were like Norfolk.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you from Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Where?
Well, I lived in all over, but I
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You didn't hear about MRSA Man. You gotta find the MRSA Man news.
I'll try to find it.
I only grow somebody. When I had HPV, I told one of my friends, and she's like, I can't talk to you anymore. I was like, okay, well, I wasn't gonna rub my pussy on your eyes, but now I want to. Now I'd love to, you piece of shit. And then I didn't go to her wedding. She can suck my ass.
Is that real?
She's because I was 27 when I had it, and I was like, I told all my friends, they were like, yeah, we have it too. I was like, oh, okay. And then I told this one girl, and she was like, okay, I just can't. I'm like, what do you mean you can't? Do you know how you get HPV? You have to rub my clit. Like, I don't want to tell you. You can't just get HPV me fucking talking to you. Yeah, it ruined our friendship. It was really insane.
Way.
Yeah, it was really crazy.
That's
It was
so
crazy.
wild.
She was like 25 and I was 27. Yeah.
She wouldn't talk
She was
to
a
you.
crazy germaphobe.
Oh, okay.
So it like freaked her out in a way. Yeah.
crazy.
She literally had sex with one man. She married him. Not good looking. I was like, ooh, he probably is clean. No one fucked that dick before. He is heinous. Anyways, I'm sure she's happy. She might not. Do you have more stuff? You feel like you have more?
I do. I have one
know.
more.
Okay,
This
okay,
one's
okay.
crazy. Okay, do you have any more? Do you want to go while I get this up?
I mean, I got swine flu.
Ooh,
I
Yeah.
almost spit took that. Swine. Ew.
that's a rare
These
like,
are
collector's
disgusting.
item.
You guys are gross.
Yeah, I'm an animal, dude.
How do you get swine flu?
I don't know. Just like, I was in 6th grade.
Sucking your MRSA?
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
What else can I get from this?
I remember it was during the big swine flu thing and watching on the news and being like, what type of disgusting fuck would get that? And then 2 days later, I had swine flu.
Well, because swine flu was like what we thought COVID was gonna. Or wait, what's the right way? Swine flu is like what COVID actually turned out to be. We all
Yeah.
thought swine flu was going to be like end of the world, and then COVID was.
It
that.
wasn't that bad.
So yeah, just like a normal flu.
It
Like,
was the
well,
flu.
yeah.
I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything.
I feel like that maybe you didn't get passed around Canada that much. I don't know. I made that up. I actually have no idea. I don't know anybody who got swine flu. I was just like, it's colder up there. We don't get it up there.
But again, I was the only kid at my tiny Catholic elementary school that got
it?
swine flu. So
That's crazy.
Did your family get it?
Nope, nobody else got. Actually, they had to hold my brother and sister out of school too because
Okay,
I
because
had
they
it,
had-
but they
okay.
didn't end up getting it. And then so I was out of school for almost 2 weeks, and then when I got back, a grade of 50 kids, everyone knows I have swine flu.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to touch me again. Nobody wanted to grind with me at the dance.
Did you dance with girls at the dance?
No, I mean I would try to like my friends would be grinding, and then
Uh-huh.
I'd be like, I'm gonna go grind this chick, and she'd turn around and be like,
Ew, it's the piggy boy. It's
like-
piggy swine. It's piggy swine boy.
Piggy boy.
I understand.
I tried to grind with a guy in grade 6, and he called me Marvin the Martian. And then,
Wait, who's Marvin the Martian?
it's like I didn't even look like that. It's like a Looney Tunes character.
Oh, the guy with the green helmet?
Yes, I was like, he has no face. At least call
Yeah.
me like Gonzo or something. Like it didn't make any sense to call me Marvin the Martian. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
he just has eyes.
He's like, because I was
doesn't
like
make
standing
it.
by myself because everyone was dancing except me, and he goes, ugh, I guess I'll dance with Marvin the Martian. And I was like, what?
That's almost meaner because
That's
he's
mean.
he's featureless.
It made no sense. It was the worst dance I ever had. Marvin the Martian. Okay.
Wow.
People are bad.
Do you guys remember Ebola?
Yeah.
I didn't-
Ebola.
I didn't have it, but Ebola.
Yeah.
The hospital my dad worked at, that was where they flew the first patient in the United States. It was where my dad was working.
Holy shit.
Pretty
Fuck.
crazy. Yeah, this guy was just like dying in his hospital the
Oh
entire
my
time.
Oh God.
But here's what I had my freshman year of college.
So right after Mumps.
Before
before
mumps.
mumps.
Mumps was the
Okay.
my junior year, my little capstone
Okay.
disease that I got. Okay, have you guys heard of C-diff?
No.
Okay, I didn't either. But it's it's a germ that causes diarrhea and colitis.
What's colitis?
I don't know. An inflammation of the colon.
Oh.
And like
That hurts.
No joke. I swear on my life, my mother's life, I'm not exaggerating. I've never felt a pain this bad in my life where every 30 seconds my colon felt like I had swallowed like a bucket of nails.
Oh
And
my God.
I was like screaming, crying at like 3 a.m. I had to have my parents like drive up from Dallas and drive me to the hospital.
Oh my God.
And listen to this. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think it's
What happened there?
You're fine.
Nothing.
You're good.
Okay.
All right, man.
Listen to this. 1 in 11 people over the age of 65 diagnosed with C. diff die within a month. 1 in 6 patients will get it again within the subsequent 2 to 8 weeks. So like I thought I was gonna have to move home for the first semester because the disease gets so bad you have to, or not a disease.
So you're
it's like-
shitting like how often you shit?
I am shitting black tar. It is like
So your body's not even like taking shit.
it's
in,
not
just-
even real. What's coming out of my butt? It's like
How-
a nuclear
how often
baby
dark
you shitting?
matter.
And how like is this nonstop?
Literally every like 2 hours, and it was the worst pain I've ever felt. And I was like, I was like, the doctors were like, we think it's C-diff, but here's what you have to do to test it. Over the next 2 weeks, you can take this bedpan, and you're gonna poop into it, and you have to put it in little vials and put it in your fridge. And I was like, I'm in college, and they were like, well, you should have a fridge in your dorm room. And I'm like, I'm a freshman. You want me to store poop in my room? And I remember I started crying. I was like, I'm gonna be a freak. Like, college is ruined. And so I did one sample there at the hospital. They gave me all the stuff to go home, and I was sitting in my dorm room, and I called the doctor, and I was like, I'm not doing it. I don't care. I'm not doing it. And he goes, that's fine. The good news is, like, this one sample was enough. Like, you have it. Like, usually we have to test so many, but you have it bad. This one sample's enough. And so I had to go home for like 2 weeks, but
how did
it's
you get this?
Someone else in the dorm must have had it. Because it's like
another
it's
airborne.
extremely contagious. So my dad is a doctor, and once he found out, he called me and he was like, pack all your shit. I'm coming to get you. Don't tell anyone at college you have it. Don't even tell your roommate. Don't make up something. Don't tell anyone you have it. And like the whole dorm was like quarantine. Like, it was bad.
Oh God.
But genuinely the most pain I've ever felt in my life. And like, it's one of the main.
So every time you shit, it hurt too. Like,
Even when I wasn't shitting, it hurt every 30 seconds.
Oh God. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, and it's like one of the most fatal infections or whatever it is for nursing homes. Like, old people die all the time. From
Yeah,
this.
that's got killed
It's
them
like
right away.
there's a crazy high fatality rate with this thing.
Oh God.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
but yeah, but
2 weeks. So antibiotics got rid of that.
Yeah, I think it took about 6 weeks to completely get rid of it.
Okay.
But I was taking like 3 different medicines to like stop the pain, to stop the poop, and to like kill the infection.
Oh,
but I felt
God.
like a freak, and I am a freak. I deserve to feel that way.
That's so gross.
It was insane.
Wait, your dad's a doctor.
Yeah.
So how you must have seen? Did he bring home like crazy stories of like crazy shit?
He was actually like one of those doctors that would be like, I can't talk about it, doctor-patient confidentiality. And I'd be like, that's so fucking lame.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me something.
Remember we called them one time after I got off the plane because I had areostinitis.
Oh, yeah,
What the
yeah.
hell's that?
I was, if you ever have a sinus infection, don't get on a fucking plane. Let me tell you that. I forget where we were flying from, but it was a quick flight. It was like an hour or 2 flight. And I was sitting on the plane, like knew I kind of had something. I always get sinus infections all the time. And so
It's
I
like
knew,
clogged kind of.
yeah. And so I felt like, it felt like someone was taking a razor blade and going like this. And I was like, oh, okay, this is fucking weird. And then it felt like someone took I'm not kidding, this is what it felt like, a power drill, and was putting it in my face right here to the point where I am buried my hands like this. And I'm not like sobbing, but like just from pain,
yeah,
I'm
you're
crying.
crying.
And I'm like, oh my God. Then it would stop for 15 seconds and then keep going. And I looked at you when we got off the plane. I was like, dude, I think like I might need to go to a hospital. Can you text your dad? And his dad was like, yeah, it's areostinitis. You have a sinus infection. And it's like the
that quickly.
Scoped it out.
the pressure, whatever of like
the air.
just makes it. And I looked it up, and one of the things was it feels like you're getting a drill into your face.
And how long does that last for? Just when you're
That
in the
lasted
air?
a few hours.
Okay.
Just
like
on the plane.
on the plane, and then
yeah.
it happened on the Uber, like settling back in for another 40 minutes.
God.
I had never heard of this, and then literally a month later, I got it, which I thought was crazy. But I didn't have it the whole flight. I only had it the last 30 minutes, and we were sitting next to Joe, who's like our producer, and I had it so bad, I was tearing up, and he looked at me and was trying to talk to me, and I was doing this, and he could see tears in my eyes, and he's like, what is this? And I was like, stop. And he's like, are you doing a bit? I don't know. And I was like, I have fucking tears in my eyes. Like, of course I'm not. It's like, please stop talking to me. No one helped me. I felt helpless.
yeah, that's
Well, if
I
you
was the
weren't-
boy
if-
who cried wolf.
Yeah, if you were just going like this too, you're not saying what you have. He's like, what are you doing right now? You're like,
That's true.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
talk though. I couldn't think. I was like, it
When
was-
you have pain that badly, it's fucking like it is hard to explain what's happening when you're like I'm dying.
I'm like, I'm
This is-
filled with rage as well, so stay out of my.
Yeah, stay out of my fucking rage.
Yeah.
Do you cry? Is it the only time you guys cry when something's really painful?
just
not.
for my heart, just
Yeah,
emotionally.
yeah, emotional cry for sure.
You cry?
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, if I'm taking mushrooms, even if I'm hanging out having a good time with my friends, I will shed a tear. Like, I will cry at some point. I'm just so sensitive. I was telling him, I'm like, I'm the most sensitive person ever on mushrooms, and so I'll just be like watching an episode of Goosebumps and tearing up at like the father-son relationship in it.
Okay, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, it is.
I'll like purposely put movies on, try to make myself cry. I cried during Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I was weeping. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It actually, like, I'm one of those guys that hates Marvel movies, but
I actually
Good.
cried at Old Dad's last night.
oh yeah, that
Bill's new movie
so that premiered.
it premiered that
Number one on Netflix right
it's
now.
number one on Netflix that I may or may not be in it. I'm not allowed to talk about it. By this point, when this comes out, I'll be allowed to talk about it. I'm in it, and it's
no way.
it's the best. Yeah, but I cried at Bill. Bill gets very emotional at one point, and I cried at Bill crying. Yeah, it was very cute.
When did
I cry all the time. So it's
when did you shoot Old Dads?
a while ago.
Was
Yeah.
that before the
Way
strike
before the
affect that
strike.
at all?
No. Way before. This is way. It was already like fully, I think, ready to go out for the fucking strike came out. Yeah.
I sent in an audition for one of the roles.
What role?
The white guy that says the N-word.
Oh damn it! You'd be so good at that.
Actually, no,
He
I
is,
didn't.
he
You
is.
know what? You know what?
Shit.
I remember. I don't know why. I filmed it and then I went, this can't be the first role I get. I can't send that around.
You could send that around. Oh no, the character's like kind of likable.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
I was completely new to like acting and going out
Okay.
for roles, and I was like, I can't be doing the N-word in the first one. The first tape I do.
But it's
I can't be
really
doing it.
funny.
Oh, I know. The script is hilarious.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was getting in my own head like this. I can't do this.
My first audition ever was for an AIDS commercial in Toronto.
An AIDS commercial.
Yeah, and they're like supposed to be like, "Hi, I'm Steph, and I'm living with HIV, and it's great." And I just smile, and I was like, "I can't do this. This can't be my first commercial." And I kept bombing it because they're like, "You have to stop." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this. I can't. This can't be the first thing. It's a nightmare." But yeah, no, Bill brought me into it.
What's your character?
I play
Can you say?
myself.
Oh, you do?
Pretty much. I burp when I fart.
Do you
Nice.
play Steph
Aaron's
Tolev?
I mean, the character. It says I watched the credits last night. It said Steph as Steph Tolev. So I'm like, I guess it is me. Yeah. But on IMDb it says psychopath. So I don't know if I don't know what the fuck what's what. But yeah, it's a very me role. And I'm fucking pissed that I can't share it or fucking talk about it or
can't
post
wait to
about
watch
it. I'm
it.
fucking
Oh,
pissed.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm
'cause
not
of the
allowed.
strike, I totally forgot.
But this is coming out this is probably coming out in a few months. So by this point, if you haven't watched it, I don't know what to tell you. Do you guys have like horrendous body things? Did you read the email about the worst body thing you've ever heard?
The worst body thing you've ever heard.
Yeah, like what's something that's haunted you your whole life? Like some.
Oh,
yeah.
you mean like, okay.
I mean, I could tell a story of when my toe exploded.
Please.
What the heck?
So this.
You guys have a lot of stuff.
Well, I have so many different injuries. Like I have a scar here from
that?
I hit a tree the last time I went skiing. Won't be doing that again. Not for me. Smacked into a tree. Had a hematoma on my leg. My leg was huge. This is 19 stitches here from just falling down.
Just falling down.
I got home from football practice, Pop Warner, and I took my shirt off. My sister said, I can't believe you're 11, you have cellulite. And that got me pretty good. And so I started chasing her around. And because I was like,
What a jerk.
and she was
God.
an older sister. And so I think
God.
she got a laugh. I remember her friends were there and she got a laugh. And I was like,
Well, I mean, it is
it's
pretty
like,
funny.
now you die, bitch. You've chosen war.
Yeah.
And so I was chasing her around, and she threw a jacket behind her, and I slipped on that and just popped my knee open. But the toe one, this is the worst one. I was probably sophomore in high school, and I'm lifting weights in my best friend Matt's basement. No shoes on, and he's benching. And there's a 45-pound plate on the bar, and I don't see that there's a 10 in front of it. So I'm talking to him like this, and I pull the 45 off, and I can feel the whoo. and then I just feel like an explosion. Like it hit my toe directly, probably about a 5 foot, like this table down.
Which toe?
My right big toe, or my right big toe. And it was like a second of the worst pain I've ever felt, and then nothing. Like it just went numb. And I didn't look. And so I'm holding the 45 like this, and my friend Matt just goes, dude, are you okay? And I just went, I don't know. And so I just like looked down at it, and it's completely split in half. Toe is like completely in half.
Open.
Like down the middle to like the knuckle of the toe.
Was the nail like sliding off?
The nail was gone. There was.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was a pile of fucking ground meat.
Oh my
and
God.
it was. I'm not exaggerating. It exploded. And
So how did your friend just go, are you okay?
He was in shock too.
Okay.
We were both like, ugh. And we were pretty young. And so I he grabbed me a paper towel, and I remember just like reaching down and just like going like this and being like, and then my dad showed up, and it was a Sunday after the Patriots game. So he was fucking pissed that I was messing with his Sunday. So he shows up in a bad mood. He's talking to my friend Matt's dad for 20 minutes. I'm like, I need to get to a hospital. And he's like, I can overhear him talking about how I fucked up his Sunday to my friend's dad. That's all he's concerned about. He's like, fucking one day off. I got to work, all week. And then I'm like, and then he drives me home. And then he's like, all right, wait here. Parks in the driveway. So I'm sitting in his truck, and he goes inside. And now it's been 10 minutes, and I'm sitting there, and now I'm getting like, I look back at it, and now I'm like scared crying because I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna cut my toe off.
I start bleeding so much right now too. Still?
Yeah, and the way I'm looking at it, I'm like, they're gonna cut my. There's no way this toe exists after this. And then my sister came outside, and she was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like crying in Dad's car, and I'm like, where is he? And she was like, he's just having a drink inside. I was like, get him the fuck out here. And she was like, why? And then she started screaming. And then
you showed her the
but
toe?
to be fair, he was like, let me see it. And I was like, no, it's bad. So he hadn't seen it yet.
Okay.
And then once he saw it, he was bad with blood.
Okay.
Like when this happened, he dropped me trying to get me in the car, and then like immediately he was like, ugh, and just like drove like woozy to the hospital. And that sucked. And then they gave me, I watched them. I was conscious for the whole thing. They numbed it up. They shot me.
Okay.
But I watched the whole procedure of them just like,
Piecing it together.
And now my toe, like nails back, but you can see like the fucking whole thing.
So how many stitches was that to go back together? That must have been a lot, because the back to the front, right? Like the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't even remember. A lot though.
Let's see it.
It was
Yeah,
this.
can we see it? How bad is it? Down there?
I don't think it's that bad.
Huh?
Should we just look it up on WikiFeet?
Do you have it? I forget which toe it is. Let me see.
Wow. I
even
can't
that
believe
no,
the
it's not
nail
worth
grew back. It's not okay.
Yeah. It's
The
not that-
nail
it's
grew
not that
back.
much. It did. It took a while.
That's yeah.
Was it purple for like 2 years?
Yeah, it was fucking heinous for a while.
And did it totally kind of grow back in two pieces or for a bit, and then
It's like a
finally-
mountain range. Like the mountains,
Oh yeah. So
it's like
pointy
tectonic
thing.
plates
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
back together. The middle ridge.
The middle ridge.
Yeah, Appalachian Mountains. Yeah,
Does it feel more sensitive to the other toes, or is it the same?
it's totally fine now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's.
You guys are really fucking. So
exploded.
that was so when you look down, was there like pieces around too? Like when you say exploded, I picture like literally like bits. Mm-hmm. Good Christ.
Wait, tell the glass.
Like just the college thing.
Yeah, that one's kind of.
This one's fucked, but like my buddy, this didn't happen to me, but my friend threw a party in college, and we woke up like the next morning, and we're all just like kind of like hungover, walking around, and we look at his front door is one of those. It's like that, but there's a window on the front door right below the handle, and someone had punched through it, and on the glass, my friend's just. I'm sitting around the corner. He's like, yo, what the fuck is this on the window? So we all walk over and we're looking at it and we're like, is that that's a piece of flesh. And it was like that's this part of someone's hand.
Ew,
so under the thumb, someone had punched through and it just ripped this part of the meat. And we were like, that is someone's thumb muscle.
God.
And we found out it was just some fella that was jaded the night before and punched it out and just left his thumb there and had
Left his thumb
That's
there. Didn't go
crazy.
back and get it.
Nope.
Ew.
The worst thing I've heard, because of like how the information had to be shared, was this guy I knew in high school. His little brother was like jacking off, and I guess blood came out.
No.
And he had to go to his dad and be like, I was jacking off and blood came out. And I can't imagine a worse conversation than that.
Have you guys? Has your dad never like walked in? You guys jerking off?
Never
Happened a lot.
never been caught jacking off once in my life.
Really? Not
Never.
even by a girlfriend or something?
No.
Huh?
Caught my roommate once. We would do this bit where like every time we would come home, we would burst in. We'd be like, caught you. And it was a joke. And one time I actually did catch him. And it was...
But it's what? It's not that bad. Like it's.
No,
unless you're
I
seeing
think-
them come. I
no.
feel like just seeing the
I think
jerking off
just
is
the,
like
the look in his eyes.
Oh,
When
yeah,
we
yeah,
locked
yeah.
eyes.
The fear.
the locked
Yeah,
eyes, or was he into, or was he like?
Yeah, it
going.
was like
It's
that.
nice, yeah.
I
Oh.
caught him very vulnerable. I think I caught him mid
Mid
Because he already
mid
come in?
blast.
mid blast, and then he was like. Speaking of mid blast, I just got cum in my eye for the first time.
Oh,
I know.
was it irritating?
Oh my god, it was so bad. It's really fucking bad, and it was like I don't know why it was my fault. I was like, I would like so close, like, how does this work? And then it was like it was so much, and I don't think I rinsed it properly, and then he was trying to like get eye drops in it for me because I was like, and I don't know why he had
Gentleman.
like. Well, gentlemen, also he had like very strong eye drops. I'm like, do you do this a lot? You just jizz in eyes all the time. That's your fucking thing. But it was for like a full fucking almost 24 hours. Like it was bad.
Wow.
You guys ever got jizz in your eye?
No. Never accidentally.
Never looked
Okay.
down the barrel.
No.
Never. Just
I close my eyes
you close your eyes
every time.
Just
Every
let it
time?
go wherever. Someone else's problem.
It's the Danny McBride from This Is the End. He's like, I was raised in a house of women. He's taught you to jack your dick off and everything. He's like, I close my eyes and I pray to God it doesn't hit me in the face.
No, it's if you never jizzed in someone's eye, it's a lot.
I don't think I've ever, no.
I recommend not doing it.
Well, I remember hearing a fun fact that cum comes out at like 29 feet per second.
Oh. Wow.
It's very fast. It's like an airsoft
No,
gun.
this was quick. I didn't even have time to blink.
And it's probably hot, I imagine.
It was warm.
Yeah.
It was a lot warmer than I thought it was going to be, and it just really, really, it was bad. It was like the worst pink I've ever had, almost.
Yeah, that's got to be a strange.
It's surprising it's your first time.
I know. I'm a raging whore. It doesn't make any sense.
No, I just
no,
meant.
but I'm being honest. I mean, there's been a lot of penises in and around my face. I would assume at one point somebody would have a slip up. No, it was not good. And I'm not good with eye drops either. So that was almost, which made no sense. I'm like, I can get full jizz in my eye, but then when you're like opening my eye, but through eye drops, I'm like, I can't do it. I'm like, this is making sense.
I can't. The best thing is that you got to put it like right
and then
here.
blink it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. I
Yeah.
can't stand that. Oh my god. Those are the worst body things. Okay, those are pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, the worst one I saw was my brother's friend at like a football game. It's like a huge guy, like 6'6", like 260 pounds, like planted his foot, cleats in the ground, got tackled, leg exploded backward, and he was in a wheelchair for like a year and a half.
Holy
Ooh,
shit.
that's bad. You never got any like sports stuff?
Come on, Cullagh.
MRSA, yeah.
You
I
have
feel
to.
like you're always like busting your knees or like tearing your ACL and shit. Like
I didn't play, so I was very easy to stay on the sideline and not get injured.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I've had a few concussions. Like I got knocked unconscious. I don't ski. I'm not from the skiing household. I just wanted to be. I was like, this seems cool. I know a bunch of people that do it. So I got knocked unconscious one time. Woke up at the bottom of the mountain. Had no idea what was going on.
how?
A lady hit me.
Oh shit.
It truly wasn't my fault. I was just like going as slow as I possibly could, picking up some speed, and then I remember just seeing a flash of purple, someone crossing over in front of me, knocked me the fuck out.
And did you ski the rest of the way down, or did you?
I don't remember, but it was like hot.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
And then they asked me who the president was, and I think I said,
Nixon, and they're like, wait, what?
yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good. You're good.
But no, like, the worst injury I saw was my friend Danny, because we were pulling him around on we had a golf cart, and then we attached a sled to the back of it, and we were just driving around as fast as we could.
No snow, I'm guessing.
No, there was snow on the ground, so
Okay.
he was like really going fast on the snow, and then we did it a bunch of times. It was going really well, so we'd like pull around this tree and then stop, and then he would swing all the way around us and kind of go around us, and it was working out very well, and he was having a great time. And then the third time we did it, we hit the brakes, he starts going, rope pops, and he keeps going into a metal fence pole, punctures his lung.
Oh my God.
Like it fucked up his face, and immediately we walked over, and he hit it so hard, we knew to call it wasn't like you all right? It was someone's calling 911.
Oh man.
And he just looked at us and was spitting blood, and we were like, oh.
Were you drunk too?
No, we were young. This was
Punctured a lung. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's scary.
not good. Yeah.
Oh
And
God, not
it was
good.
bad.
Yeah. Did your parents ever say weird things to you growing up that scared you, like about your body? Like weird. Your dad must have said something as a doctor. Was he never even freaked you out about like?
The only thing he would do is like, if like I wasn't wearing my seatbelt or like a motorcycle would pass by, he'd be like, had a patient the other day come in. His son riding one of those, won't be walking the rest of his life. Like that's really the extent of what he would share with me. It would always be like vague threats that I was going to be paralyzed my whole life if I ever looked at a motorcycle.
Same. My mom was a PT for a while, and she worked at a brain injury recovery place for a while, and she would tell me the saddest stories I've ever heard that I didn't even want to get on a bike without a helmet on. I was like, no fun.
Well, it's good. I'm glad she scared you into that. What did she say?
One of the saddest ones is that she worked with a guy for a year who had a bad motorcycle accident, and he came up to her, and he could barely speak at some points, and he was like coming in and out, and then it was her birthday, and he went up to her and he went, "It's your birthday today," and then she started crying because it was like it was brutal, and I was like, okay, I won't go to Tommy's and ride his fucking bike.
No, my dad was very anal about us wearing a helmet, and I did. I didn't until I saw a girl go through a window downtown Toronto in front of me. She was biking in front of me, and then somebody opened the car door, and she went head first through the window, but she was wearing a helmet. And I helped her up, and I was behind her when I didn't have a helmet at the time. I was like, we're buying one tomorrow. We will not be doing this.
Yeah.
Anymore. This is not good.
We were driving to Six Flags once, and we just saw a guy dead from a motorcycle, fully dead on the road. My dad was like, "That's why you gotta wear a helmet." I was like, that's not this. He was probably wearing a helmet.
He's doing 180 on a Ducati. He's gonna die.
I got no interest in motorcycles. We're not doing out here. The way people drive, you crazy? No, we can't be.
The people that weave between lanes, what is that called? That's like legal here in California.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Oh God, that shit scares the hell
It's terrifying.
out of me.
And then I get pissed if I move over and they don't give me the peace sign. I'm like, well, what did I move over for?
Yeah.
I like getting that peace sign.
Have you ever been in a bad car accident or anything?
No. I know. I've rear-ended a guy named Timothy Chapchuck.
No.
And I'll never
way.
forget it. He was such a fucking asshole. I got fired from this job. I was only going to pick up my last paycheck. And then I didn't get an agent. All my friends, we graduated at Humber. They all got agents. I was the only one who didn't. And then on the way to pick up my paycheck, DVP, Don Valley Parkway in Toronto, I just tapped this guy. It looked like a knife went in and went down, and that was it. It was like small. It was BMW. Pulls me aside, and he's like, "Yeah, it's going to be about $3,000." I'm like, "For what?" I go, "There's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there." And my parents were like, "Well, you did it. You're paying for it." So I'd like borrow money from them, and like every 2 days, my dad's like, waiting for that money. I'm like, I have no job. I don't know what to tell you right now. Oh yeah, Timothy fucking Chapchuck. If you're listening, I'll never get the name. I was so pissed off. He was such a smug piece of shit too. Like I was bawling my eyes out. He was like, "You weren't looking." I'm like, "I was looking. Traffic stopped out of nowhere. You fucking asshole." Anyways, if Timothy, you're listening, I hate you, and I can't.
Timothy, kill yourself, please.
Timothy.
What a name.
Timothy.
What's the fun? Okay, we'll wrap this up in a second here, but both of you have to tell me your funniest way you think you could die. Big think on this.
Wow.
One. Big. Yeah. You're going out. You gotta leave a scene.
Mm-hmm.
Funny. It would be.
Oh, the chandelier.
Oh yeah.
We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
We're gonna do like we're gonna create a human chandelier and hang ourselves like a chandelier in the office if things go belly up. So that's it.
So like your dead bodies are hanging, or you're alive.
Yeah, someone will drape lights around us.
Yeah, like the lights college kids put in their dorm, just wrapped around us.
But you're dead. That's how you die.
Yeah, but we need one. We need two more because we have one guy, Joe, but you need like 5 to make it a real chandelier.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And our legs are all tied up over our heads, so it's just
there we
lights like a butthole light, and it spins.
It spins.
Yeah.
Okay. I might need to see a drawing of this to really.
We
get the
have
idea.
many sketches that we've made
planned it
of the
out.
chandelier.
Yeah, of course.
And it sounds so pretty.
It does.
We're going to chandelier ourselves.
This is something we
Yeah.
talk about often.
Oh yeah, is it gonna be like dimming lights too, not just like the one setting? You have a couple settings.
A couple mood settings, depending, at dinner
What-
party.
You have to have what's your way? You would
I don't
have?
even know. I think I don't.
Have you ever answered this question, or you just?
I
ask
think
it?
I have, but I always forget what I. I have multiple. Yeah,
There's something
yeah.
hilarious about, maybe not hilarious, but when someone gets eaten alive by an animal, that story is always like,
Yeah.
what were you doing? Like, remember that there was a girl recently, I think it was in Canada or maybe in Northern California, got eaten by wolves on a hike.
No,
And it's like, that's terrible. But at the same time, what are you doing unarmed in the woods
yeah. A
by
lot of them-
yourself?
A couple just got eaten in Canada by a grizzly.
Oh, wow.
But it's also like, again, you're not bringing.
Yeah.
Like, why are we roaming the woods with nothing?
No bear mace. No
Nothing. Like you need.
I want an M16 on me if I'm in the woods.
I'm like walking around with mace in fucking East Hollywood. I don't tell you. When I'm walking around these streets with nothing.
My dad knew a guy who went on a safari, like one of those boat cruises, like down a river, and an alligator chomped him off the side and killed him in front of his family.
Oh my God.
I don't think they were like colleagues. He didn't know him well, but like just chomped him off the side of the boat, and they didn't see him come up. He's
And
gone.
that's it.
Just gone.
I hate alligators. That's fucked up. I'm gonna have nightmares of that.
Or maybe it was a croc. I don't know.
They're still bad.
There was a story in Cape Cod 2 summers ago. I think it was in Cape Cod. A 6-year-old mom was swimming off the coast of some beach, and her daughter was on shore, and she was like 40, 50 yards offshore, black wetsuit, great white, bit her in half.
Jesus.
It was over instantly. That's it. In half. They found half of her.
Yeah.
Where's it half digested?
Yeah, he just dipped.
I mean,
So
we've
that's
all
enough.
seen the Egyptian shark video, right?
Yeah.
No, what's that one?
oh.
No.
How have you not seen this?
Because I don't like these things.
Oh,
This is
What
wait.
is
I
it?
gotta, I gotta tell my story when I was at urgent care because I had a,
Oh,
I had a
wait,
throat.
do we have time
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Okay.
This is quick, but I had seen the video. The video is tragic. It's of a guy in Egypt who was getting eaten alive by a tiger shark, and there's many different angles on it because there was, it
People
was
are
a packed
filming
beach.
it?
It's probably
There's-
the most public footage, or the most. It's like the best footage ever of a shark attack, and it is vicious.
It's vicious, and you can hear him. It's bad.
It's very haunting.
So I'd seen it, and then I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, "That's fucking crazy." 2 days later, I have a classic like sinus infection, throat infection. I'm all fucked up. I'm so sick, and I go to urgent care to try something. And an older woman, older black lady, I'm sitting in the waiting room, and she goes, "Have you seen this?" And she shows me the video of a man getting eaten by a shark, and I've never talked to her, and I just said, "No, that's crazy." And she goes, watch. Turns it up and goes, you can hear him screaming. And I,
Oh my God.
And there's other people in the waiting room. Why she chose me, I have no idea. But I remember just sitting in there and being like, I can't wait to fucking get out of here.
I
It's like,
need to get out of this place.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Which urgent care is that? I'm not going there ever.
it's one like Santa Monica or something.
People are sick.
yeah,
We're all sick in the head.
we're all sick.
We're all sick.
Also, last thing, very quick thing. Me and Liam actually share a bodily mutation.
What?
We both have herniated discs.
Oh, do you?
Same ones too.
Same disc.
Yep.
Yeah.
How'd you get those? Just mucking around?
Just not
Just
taking
guy
care of
stuff.
myself.
Guy stuff?
Just guy crap.
Just
So like a lower? Is that lower back?
No, it's just I never did sports. It just developed that way.
Oh, okay.
having a
Same.
beer belly at 18 didn't help.
Well, the cellulite at 11. That's probably where it started from there.
Yeah, it's true. It's all bad.
Well, thank you for coming on the podcast, guys.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you for
me.
having
Please go
us.
follow them and shout out your Instagram handle so everyone can follow you.
Almost Friday
TV.
Almost Friday.tv, pretty much anywhere.
Check us
Yeah.
out.
Then,
Podcast
yeah,
Almost
their
Friday.
Their podcast is so funny. Go see them live. Go watch some. You have live podcasts, don't you? You're doing that
Yeah,
now?
We did one.
one. We'll probably bang out another one too.
Bang out another one.
Yeah.
Go follow these
out
guys.
another.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having
You're
us.
both gross.